It is time for another theme park coasting top 10 video, where we count down the top 10 rides and attractions at theme parks all around the world. So join me today as we count down the top 10 rides at Oakwood. Starting off at number 10, we have Waterfall, and no matter whether you are looking for a cool way to cool down or just want to have the most intense experience of your life, then this is the ride for you. Surprisingly unique to Oakwood, if you are crazy enough to take on this ride, you will sit in a dinner tray that will then plummet down into the water below, which you will either slowly glide across to the end or fall in, and trust me when I say you will get wet. The question is though, what would you do? Comment down below. If Waterfall is a little bit too intense for you, but you still want the fun of racing down a water slide, then you must take a ride on our number 9 spot, Snake River Falls. Situated within the corner of the park, quite often this ride is missed or not even ridden at all. Nevertheless, with the opportunity for you to race down one of 4 slides, 2 of which are indoors and 2 outside too, I do not see why you wouldn't want to take a ride on this awesome water attraction. However, for me, the best part has to be that due to there being a total of 4 slides, you can race each other down and see who becomes the Snake River Falls champion. You can't have a theme park without a bobsled, and Oakwood is no exception, as coming in at our number 8 position we have Bobsled, which does not only win the award for the most creative name, but also is one of the best bobsleds that I have ever ridden. As soon as you have waited in the incredibly themed queue line, you will board your bobsleigh, and from here on out words literally cannot describe how fun your experience is, as with all of its sharp turns, steep drops and sudden drops all at your very own pace, allowing you to go pretty fast. Just make sure to be respectful of the cars behind and front. It is time for our first roller coaster on the list, as for our number 7 position we have Creepy Crawler, and despite this ride being a little rough, it really does not bug me at all. Ding ding. Okay, that was a horrendous joke, but this ride sure isn't, with this Pinfari roller coaster completing many classic twists and turns, drops as well as so much more at a max speed of 28 miles per hour. Yet if you want an even more intense experience, we would recommend asking for the back, as that whip over the drops really does create both an intense and fun ride for the entire family. So what are you waiting for? Jump aboard Creepy Crawler on your next visit. At our number 6 spot on our top 10 list, we have Treetops, which, as you can probably guess by the name, is located in the wilderness. Nevertheless, what you may not know is that this is another one of Oakwood's coasters, and in fact my favourite family one at the park, as once you have boarded the very long train, you will see exactly why. Featuring such elements as a 30-foot tall lift hill, in addition to some bank turns, large airtime hills and helixes along the one lap. It is a really awesome ride, and therefore, especially if you get the night ride, there is no doubt in my mind that this ride deserves to be at number 6. Top 5, and coming in for this position we have Vertigo, the UK's tallest sky swing. However, before we do get onto the ride itself, this is the only time slotted and upcharged attraction at the park, costing a total of £30 per 3 people, which is a little bit steep if you ask me. Nevertheless, if you do choose to ride, you definitely will not be disappointed, with yourself and up to 2 others being risen up to the highest point in the park before being released on a cord, causing you to fly through the air like never before, and you do not need to be a rocket scientist to know that is intense. If you are scared of heights, then skip to number 3, as taking our number 4 spot we have Bounce. And even though it has been closed since 2016, with it still being on the ride list and possibly reopening at any point throughout the year, I've decided to keep it on my rankings. In terms of the ride though, it is definitely not your normal drop tower, with you being shot up to the top, providing a fantastic view of the park and surrounding area. But before you can say, wow, that's amazing, you will drop back down and bounce until the end of the ride. So yeah, this is not for the faint of heart, but it is also an experience that you, as well as your stomach, will never forget. We have made it to the top 3 rides at the park, and coming in for this position we have Drenched, where they have taken the word quite literally. Standing at a height of 100 feet in the air, already I know that some of you are like, no way Jose, but it does not stop there, as once you have made it to the top and turn round the corner, you will then plummet at an 88-degree angle, as well as a speed of 88 km per hour into the water below, causing both you to get absolutely drenched and even the biggest thrill seekers in the group hold on for dear life. So do you think you have what it takes to brave the 45-foot splash, or will you just watch from the bridge next to it? Between number 2 and number 1 it was tough. However, after a lot, and I mean a lot of consideration, we have decided to put Megaphobia at number 2. And where do I begin when talking about this ride? As if I was going to talk about every great thing from the queue to the ride to the shop, we would literally be here all day. Nevertheless, to start from the beginning, just walking up to the ride itself is awesome, with all of its beautiful landscaping throughout the entire ride and queue. On ride though, well, what can I say except it is amazing, with its many steep drops, classic woody bank turns, and literally hundreds of airtime hills, as well as so much more, all during its 2-minute duration, therefore making it not only one of the best rides at the park, but one of the rides which me and Adam lapped 7 times on our last visit to the park. We have made it to the number 1 spot, and just overtaking Megaphobia by a little bit, we have Speed, probably the most underrated ride in the UK, and from the second that you leave that station and climb up that very slow vertical lift hill, you will know exactly why. Created by Gerstlauer, once you have boarded your car, and for the smoothest of experiences, we would recommend the back of the car. You will spend around 50 seconds climbing up to 114 feet completely vertical. Although here is where the name Speed comes from, as you will then drop head over the best airtime hill that I have ever experienced, complete a loop heartline roll, all before finishing off the ride with a helix. So despite the scenery not being as good as Megaphobia, the thrills and fun factors are just plain down incredible, making a trip to the park no way near complete without a ride. That is it from our top 10 video today. Of course, you have your own opinions and we would love to see them in the comment section below. Also, if you enjoyed the video, at the top we have got 2 videos that we know you would love, and at the bottom there is our Patreon as well as subscribe button. But with all that said, there is only one thing left to say. My name is Tom Derrick from Theme Park Coastin, and I will see you for our next video. Goodbye.